All right, hello everyone. I hope you're looking forward to celebrating Easter at home. And for those of you who are looking to make some bread for communion on your own, we're hoping that we can help you out here. So we're going to start with Gracie adding 1 teaspoon of yeast and 1 teaspoon of sugar into a bowl. And she's going to add 1 cup of warm water to that and stir it around. Not the salt, Gracie, not the salt. And she's going to add the warm water to that, mix it around. And what that will do is it'll proof your yeast, bring it back to life. And the sugar will feed it and get it ready to make some delicious bread for you. While Gracie is stirring that, Donna is going to measure out 4 cups of flour. If you have bread flour, then you're probably way ahead of me. I just have all-purpose flour, so we're going to use that. And Donna's going to get 4 cups of flour measured out. You're going to let your yeast proof for about 2-3 minutes until you start to get some bubbles. And then we'll catch you in the next step. So while your oven is preheating to 425 degrees, take a little bit of butter, and as we see Chef Rocky doing here, spread that around the bottom of the pan so that your bread does not stick to your pan. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. We've been patiently watching the yeast rise, and now you can see the look of the liquid is quite a bit different. So the yeast has woken up. It's getting ready to make some bread. So now Donna is going to add 1 teaspoon of salt to the 4 cups of flour. So you pour that in. Yep, go ahead and pour that in. And then I like to take a whisk and make sure that's all stirred together with the flour. So make sure that salt is incorporated all throughout the flour. And then Gracie's going to pour in the water and yeast mixture. Okay, Donna, that's good. All right, so we have the salt all mixed in. Great job, Donna. Now, Donna, put your whisk down. And Gracie is going to pour the water and yeast mixture into the flour. And then we'll stir that around to make sure that is all combined. All right, so we mixed the flour and the water mixture until it got to about this stage. Now it needs to be kneaded. So we're going to spoon that out onto our countertop. Put sprinkled flour on there. So we're just going to get it into a little bowl, and then we're going to start working it on the counter space. I like to use my heel of my hand and push it, pull it, rotate it, push it, pull it, rotate it, push it, pull it, rotate it, and just keep doing that, okay? All 3 kids can get a turn with that. Doing great.
This is lots of dirty hands.
Yeah, and just going to work it through. This is how that glorious gluten gets formed. It gives you that strength and the bite and the chew that you're looking for in a good loaf of bread.
It feels.
So it's been about 10, maybe 15 minutes of kneading, and you can see that the texture of the dough has changed. It's smooth, it is holding together, and when we knead it, it's pulling back. So it has the strength and consistency that we need. So now the girls are going to pick it up and put it in this bowl. I sprayed a little bit of that spray oil stuff, and then we're going to take that towel and drape it over the bowl, and it's going to sit for about 45 minutes to an hour until it doubles in size. So while the bread is rising, this is a perfect opportunity to clean up the kitchen before you bake the bread. All right, so the bread has proofed for a little over an hour. You can see it's double in size. So we're gonna punch it down. We're gonna take it out of here. And we wanna work it just a little bit, not that much though. And we're gonna roll it out so it fits in the size of our pan. So whatever size your pan is, you wanna get this into a rectangle that's about as wide as your bread pan is. You can see this is really proofed nicely. So now I'm just going to roll that up. We're going to get that nice and pretty in our pre-buttered bread pan. So that's going to look like that. And we're going to let that proof again for about another 30 minutes. All right, it's been about 30 minutes. You can see the dough has proofed up nicely. It's almost filling the pan. We want to bake it before it starts overflowing the pan. And here we have a wash of 1 egg yolk and just a splash of milk. And Gracie's going to brush that on top of the bread. Then we're going to bake it in our oven at 425 degrees for 20 minutes. Then we're going to turn it down, bake it for another 20 minutes at 400 degrees. So we'll see you in 40 minutes, and hopefully we'll have a beautiful baked loaf of bread. All right, so we've had it baking for 20 minutes at 425. We turned it down to 400 for another 20 minutes. And let's take a look. I haven't seen it yet. Hopefully it looks good. All right, I'm happy with that. Now, you want to let it rest for at least 20 minutes, probably 30 minutes. And then we'll take a look and see how it tastes. All right, so it hasn't been quite 30 minutes, but who can resist? Listen to that crust. That sounds really good. Look at that steam coming off there. And I think that looks pretty good. Not bad for my first time making bread in many, many years.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I cut it up
we'll
so
pass
small.
these out. What do you guys think? Huh? Gracie?
That's good. It tastes like it smells.
Our cameraman get a bite?
Let pineapple get a bite. Let pineapple get a bite.
All right.
Pineapple, what do you think? Good.
So give it a try. Let me know what you guys think. How's it work for you?
Um,
Happy Easter.